Welcome to 11 University. In this video, we'll be discussing Site Manager, 11's new way of interacting with 11 OS. Site Manager is primarily used by property staff, but may also be used by service providers or brand representatives. Let's get started. First, we will look at what the individual properties will see. To access Site Manager as a Hilton employee, you will go to the lobby, click on Applications, then click on 11 OS. You will be automatically signed in. Alternatively, you can go to hilton.wifiuseradmin.com or app.wifiuseradmin.com. Enter your credentials and log in. Once logged in, you will see the dashboard. The dashboard contains useful data and graphs, a site switcher if you have multiple sites you are able to see, as well as a place to create access codes. Access codes in 11 OS are referred to as promo codes by Hilton, so the terms are interchangeable. Above each data point and graph is a useful descriptor. The data on the dashboard is representative of now and recent timeframes, meaning there is no date range selector. However, if you need to find a specific transaction, you can always use the Guest Lookup feature or click Load 10 More under Activity if it is a recent charge. If you click Create Access Code, you'll get a screen that contains your site's service plans. Select the service plan that you want the code to provide the user based on the speeds, duration, and device count, then click Next. Then you will choose to make a shared code or a private code. A private code generates a batch of one-time use codes, which are useful for guests who have arrived but not yet checked in, or are otherwise having trouble connecting. Shared codes are useful for groups. They create a code that is named by you that can be used for multiple people and can have a start and end date. This is similar to how the Conference Manager works, but is faster and has fewer options. Finally, click Finish. If you choose private codes, you will be presented with a CSV to download. You can view all your codes by clicking Manage Codes. Next, we'll click on Conferences. Here you see the full-featured Conference Manager. For more information on this, please see the video on Conference Manager. Next, we'll click on Reports. On the left, you will see a list of the reports you can run. On the right, you will get a time and date selector with several pre-configured times to choose from. Finally, depending on your access level, you may see a Site Setting tab. Roll over this tab to see the options beneath it. If you select Staff Users, you can add site staff by email. This should not be required for any Hilton property, as all of the account information is coming from the lobby. If you click on Enterprise Devices, you will be presented with 11's Enterprise Device Manager. This is not required by Hilton. If you would like more information on the Enterprise Device Manager, see our Enterprise Device Manager video. Now we'll look at Site Manager from a service provider perspective. Click the gear icon in the top right. This will bring you to your personal settings, where you can enter your name, email, and time zone, as well as reset your password. If you click on Team Settings, you will see the name of your team and all members. If you are an administrator, you can also add members and choose whether they have administrative or view-only access. You can add as many as you like by clicking Add Row. If you click on the Brand setting, you should see a brand for your company. You will also see the Hilton brand. A brand is simply a logo and a subdomain, along with some behind-the-scenes settings. You can always add brands, but if you are part of a multi-integrator initiative such as Hilton, we will create a shared brand and give your team access. Next, if you click on Connections, you can see the two connections that need to be up in order for Site Manager to function. First, it needs a connection to the 11 API in order to determine your access through the 11 OS admin interface. This is just like logging into the 11 OS admin interface. Next is the eRAD API. The credentials needed here are an API key, which 11 should have already pre-populated for you. 11 will also set up your 11 OS connection, so the only time you may need to view this page is to ensure these connections are live by the check mark on the top right-hand corner of the box. If you are missing one of these, you may want to contact 11 directly. Last is the Sites setting. This is where you will spend most of your time in Site Manager. Here, you will see a list of all the sites you have assigned to Site Manager and their associated brands. After setting up a site in 11OS, you will come to this page and click Import 11OS Site. Here you see a list of all your sites in 11OS. Next, it is probably useful to click Show Only New Sites, which shows new sites from the last time you loaded the list. Check the box next to any you want to import into Site Manager and click Import Selected Sites. Those sites will then be added to your sites list, and you can either click Edit next to a site or select multiple sites and choose Bulk Actions, then Change Brand. Select a brand for those sites to be assigned to, and click Save Changes, and you're done. That is Site Manager, a great new way to interact with 11OS. For further information or feature requests, please contact your 11OS administrator.